everyone, welcome back to 31 Days of Horror. A little bit different change of scenery today, but I wanted to review a film called Neighbor, and this film's from 2010, and this is the unrated edition or unrated director's cut of the film. And I'd heard about this film, but I had never seen it, so this was a first time watch for me. And basically, jump right into the premise of the film is this just girl or lady who is, you see her jogging, and then you see her doing the everyday kind of things, and then she wakes up one morning having her cereal and her coffee and that kind of stuff, just kind of like a normal movie would start out. Well, then she goes upstairs and two people, a husband and a wife, are tied up in two chairs, and she has been torturing them. So there was this woman has been up to no good, and she's been torturing this family. We don't know why or anything like that at this point, but she continues to torture them and things like that. And then they die, or she kills them, and she moves on to the next house. So basically in this film, it's called Neighbor because she goes from house to house and, acts like or pretends like she's someone that she's not, breaks in, and then just proceeds to randomly torture the occupant for no reason. And she comes across this guy who is kind of, from what I gathered, wasn't really specific, but he's working on an album for a friend who's in a band, and he does that out of his house. But these are all people who are, upper middle class, so they're well-to-do people, at least, well-to-do meaning they're not rich, but they're living a good life. And she picks these houses and goes and kind of, eats their food, relaxes on their couch, all this stuff, while in the meanwhile she's torturing these people. Movie caught me off guard because it has some crazy torture scenes, especially, and I won't spoil too much, but when she breaks into this, the main character that they focus on, his house, she starts to use a drill on him. She drills through his thigh, and it shows it, drills through his toes and turns them to hamburger meat. It was awful. Like, it made me cringe, so it had some extreme gore and things like that. And was really well acted, really well done. It had a very kind of dark, kind of humorous undertone, and it was very serious, the things that were going on, but at the same time, it had some humor and things like that involved as well. But, he even asked her at one point why she's doing this, and she never tells us, and she's kind of posed with that question throughout the movie. You never find out why. They don't tell you why she's doing this, but, it's just what she does. She goes to people's homes and she tortures them, and then, there's kind of a twist with the end. They play with some things in the film, like dream states and dream sequences and things like that. So sometimes you think you're watching what's going on, but then you find out it isn't real world, it was a dream or something like that. So there's a lot of back and forth with those kind of things, which I thought was good. It added some interest to the film. Again, I enjoyed this film. I thought it was good. If you're looking for a plot with a deeper kind of subtext or meaning, there wasn't any of that here. It was really just a gory kind of, crazy movie. So you have a villain who has no motives that we know of. She just goes in and does this to people. And you get attached to characters, but things happen. And you get to see, basically this guy and then all of his friends kind of get involved as well with this woman. So would I recommend Neighbor? Absolutely. If you like that kind of thing, if you don't mind gore and you like gory films and stuff like that, which I do, I recommend it. But it was a good one that I hadn't seen before, and I think it was just a fun flick to watch. So Neighbor, definitely recommend it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please do that. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Thanks.